Are we recording?
Are you recording?
Yes, we're recording. Little bitch.
Welcome to Daiwar.
Welcome to Daiwar. This episode, we're going to be watching Malcolm in the Middle. Have any of you guys seen the pilot episode of Malcolm in the Middle?
I've never seen an episode of Malcolm in the Middle.
All right. Wyatt,
Yeah, I've seen Malcolm in the Middle.
have you seen the pilot, though?
No.
I have also seen Malcolm in the Middle. Have not seen the pilot of Malcolm in the Middle. I've seen plenty of the show, though. And it is a good show, but I don't know about the pilot. Let's watch.
Reaction.
Most of my life, I'd still only see half of
Whoa.
it. Is the left nostril
It's all in my nose now.
Yeah, the world is in his nose.
So when it rains, it's because I'm in the shower and I have my head lifted up. I was like,
I like this theme song intro. It's so annoying.
it is pretentious.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber's in this? What?
Justin Bieber.
Frankie Muniz is Justin Bieber? Bryan Cranston is the fucking hairiest dude of all time, I swear.
Todd Holland, isn't that Spider-Man?
It's Tom Holland.
He has sensitive skin.
Shut up, dude.
Why are they just shaving him in the kitchen? That's...
What else do you do in the kitchen?
Yeah, this is a white family, Darius.
You are going to be friends with that crippled boy and you're going to like it.
No, I'm just gonna shave your father's balls while you eat. Nothing abnormal about this.
Right in front of you.
Just shave his cock.
As long as you don't see his cock from the side of the newspaper, it should be fine.
Yo, he lifted the newspaper earlier.
Yeah, he did.
And then the kid's like, "Oh wow, look at that! Same size and everything." Come on, let's hold hands.
Hold hands, you little bitch.
Can you kiss the palm of my hand?
That's why everyone teases you.
This is why everyone thinks we're gay.
My mom, everyone acts like friends.
No one looks at him talking to himself off in the distance. Cop thinks I'm goddamn insane. Yeah, I know. I'm just talking to something.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's not like it was even our car.
The shot is out of focus.
It's ironic how a ginger is being the top bully.
No, the ginger's the one who's getting fucked.
This kid's also a bully. Oh.
He has brown hair. The kid he's bullying
That's
is
not how
ginger.
you even prepare a fist.
It's the color correction on the show.
That's not how you punch.
Yeah, you don't just like...
What is he, a WWE wrestler?
Yeah.
He's trying to stab someone, but he doesn't have a knife.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why does his painting smell like weed?
Malcolm is a god in the show. I mean, he has the freaking
Something
whole
is-
earth in his nose.
Something is sucking me off. See, all he has to do is talk to the camera, and no one would think that he's insane. I sat on shit, and I can't move.
Yeah.
He had his period?
On your period. What's going on?
You have a vagina?
You have a vagina. You know what? It's perfectly normal that boys your age also have pussies, okay? Completely normal.
Who bought him those fucking glasses, man? They need to be punished.
Why are you laughing?
You're gonna be friends with a crippled kid and you're gonna like it.
He
So
looks
what
like Sheldon
can you
Cooper.
do? I mean, what do you want to do?
Why don't we play leapfrog?
I love the
Wait.
fisheye lens on his fucking face.
It's like a skateboard video.
How can they do that? He's in a wheelchair. So what do you
I heard that, by the way.
And,
It's your porno mag collection.
He has
Young
Spawn.
Sheldon, #1.
read it?
Young Sheldon. The
Big Bang! Big Bang! Dude, there was one
Big
that
Bang
said
was
Big
on
Bang.
there. Big Bang.
They split him in
Look at
No,
me.
please,
Well, there it
no.
is. There it was. There it was.
It is there, but I
And
hope it's not.
Spawn.
I think the other thing our family does better than anyone else is just go on and talk to the camera.
Yeah, my mom
what?
hangs out shirtless and shit.
I don't have pants on, Francis. Don't play that. I'm in the military. Don't.
Tell mom to put her shirt on.
I'm smoking a ciggy.
I found them in my brother's jacket.
Mom, Dad, I found cigarettes in Greg's jacket. What an odd family.
Yo, the dad was shaving his balls.
Dad was naked in front of everyone while eating. If they wanted sausage, now they have hairy sausage. Hi, I'm a booby. My name is Carolyn Double D's. I mean, Carolyn Miller.
Carolyn Titties.
3 weeks, 3 years are a lot nicer than mine.
That's actually not the
You know
nature.
what? I'm
That's actually not very true.
That's not for true.
If this show were any at all realistic, the kids would be taken away from this family already.
My son has an IQ of 165. I think I'm gonna go and make meth.
We need to call Methy for Gustav Fring. Very important now to go. Mr. What? We don't have methamphetamine. Oh.
Gifted children implies that you're fucking stupid.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Special
Look at-
means you're stupid.
What?
Huh? What the fuck?
Wait, play that back. Play that face back.
Our son has an IQ of 165, but he still has imaginary friends.
He has an IQ over 100 and he makes faces like he has an IQ of 20. I like my mom sexually. You can't do anything about that, Dad.
I'm the
This is a
one who
sitcom.
knocks.
Okay. If we're gonna get Kool-Aid, can it be white Kool-Aid, please?
Can it become flavored Kool-Aid? She is lonely and just desperately wants acting jobs and is overacting.
I believe if I open my eyelids all the way up to my eyebrows, I
That's
am a good actor. All of you are so fucking stupid. How do you not see the camera in front of your
His freaking
face?
hands are in his armpits.
That's true.
Why is that kid me?
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that, but
Connor is
mean.
in the show.
Yeah.
You're okay because it doesn't make any difference to you. You've always been a freak. I used to be. You're gonna take that the wrong way, aren't you?
Yeah, bitch.
Oh my god.
You're a freak and you can't take that the wrong way.
Take it
Exactly
the
like
wrong way, bitch.
Dude, he controls the world.
I can stop time when I talk to the camera. I'm like Quicksilver, but not that interesting.
Look at his lunch. It's literally just crap. That's diabetes on his tray.
Set the boat right.
Diabetes man, diabetes journals. Look at this kid, he fucking talks to himself.
At least
go
they didn't
away,
get 30-year-olds to play these kids.
30-year-olds in elementary school would be interesting though. They AO kid blackface.
Oh no! No, you punched a cripple?
Hit a cripple.
Oh no! You beat up a cripple! Dude, Malcolm is a fucking torture.
Sociopath.
Yeah, sociopath.
What are we to do about it?
Fuck.
Baden production, okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
it makes sense. I mean,
This show is
Something.
yes.
Come on already, review it, you little bitch!
Are we recording?
yes, we are.
Welcome to review.
Did we enjoy this episode of Malcolm in the Middle, the pilot of Malcolm in the Middle?
I guess it was all right.
I don't even know what's going on.
Really?
I was making up the show on the fly.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was actually pretty nice. It had a lot of funny comedic bits. Definitely the show gets a lot better in this case. The beginning was hilarious, obviously, when the wife was shaving the father in front of the table, and his pubes were going everywhere, and they were eating, watching it. They were like actually facing, I don't know why they were facing towards him while they were eating, but it was funny. Yeah, he was basically naked, and he lifted the newspaper and shit while they were eating. Anyways, other than that, the whole thing was very enjoyable for me. Condor, was this episode enjoyable for you?
I'm not a fan of a lot of reality TV shows
Entertained.
or like quote unquote sitcoms, even though this isn't technically a sitcom, but
But
whatever.
it isn't sitcom. It's a sitcom.
I wasn't crazy about it. I thought it was all right. I thought it was a little awkward at times, but I get that it was like a show from the 2000s. It was like trying to be quirky and whoa and like and yes,
Fish
like,
Islands!
the show is very much led by child actors. It's about kids in the family mostly. The acting isn't like phenomenal.
The show gets better when the children grow up into like teens, and the acting gets better, obviously, and all the jokes work better, so it makes more sense.
But yeah, you get where I'm coming from though. Right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
So
this is
I'm-
only
I'm-
about the
yeah.
pilot, so the rest of the show doesn't matter. What matters is this episode. In this episode, they weren't great actors.
It was funny at times. It was cringy. It had a lot of shock value, which I'm sure for like early 2000s, it wasn't that much shock value, but
Yeah.
still like, yeah.
Wyatt, did you enjoy this episode of Malcolm in the Middle?
It was very enjoyable. I would say it was a very fun watch and a good experience.
What do you think about the show's pacing, Condor?
I thought the pacing was all right. It happened all like fairly realistically. Like they squeezed the plot and the meaning of the episode and all that into 22 minutes, like they're supposed to. So
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. And they had, those little cutaways of him talking to the camera, but it actually worked.
Yeah.
I think they did enough of them where it worked. If they did like 1 or 2 of them, it wouldn't have worked. And if they did like 50 of them, it wouldn't have worked. But they did enough, and they were short enough where it kind of worked.
I think that those cuts were, I don't want to say that it gave the idea of, but ended up becoming like off-camera side things like from The Office and shows like that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
like,
this show is the first one to do that too. But The Office is more of like a DR thing. Like it's like a reality show, so I don't know.
Not gonna lie, I hate The Office.
Yeah.
I am okay with Parks and Rec. I think it's funny. I like the cast, but I do like that kind of like off to the side camera thing. But this show did it, but again, this is 2000. It's rough.
Yeah. It
seems like awkward at times, but I get what they're going with. So I gotta respect that.
Yeah, you want to see his point of view, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. I do like that.
Wyatt, did you like the pacing of the show?
I'm not very familiar with how sitcoms should be paced, so I can't really judge that fairly. But I wasn't saying, it's too fast or it's too slow. So I guess it was paced just fine for me. I actually like the camera work in this. It's unique.
Very
it's
good,
different for its time, and things like that really do spark up duplicates, and like other people want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think there were other shows that went on to do the same style. Like when they saw this, they went, "Oh, yep, I'm gonna do this too." So I thought that's really nice. I like the cutaways weren't annoying, like Family Guy. They weren't bothersome. I actually think they work within what they're supposed to do, and it's just like give background to the characters and whatever, and it's also kind of funny at the same time too.
Yeah.
I think more than anything, it's just a cute show. If I had to say something about the pacing again, I can't judge it, but I wasn't asking when it's over, like another show that's on this list. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I think I already kind of piggybacked on what Condor was saying earlier, where I thought the pacing was great for the show. It did its job, and I don't think the cutaways were distracting. Was the plot interesting for the show, Condor? For the pilot, at least.
For a pilot, yes. It did a good job introducing like the wackiness of the family. I do think that like the whole entire thing of he's a genius, he's moving to the genius class. Unless that's like a prevalent thing for the rest of the series, I was gonna say it seems like an awkward time, like first episode to be like, yeah, this kid has to struggle with, I have to go to the special class. So
what a struggle it is to be fucking smart. I'm too smart.
Usually they'll do that like into season 1 or like maybe in a later season.
Yeah.
This season 1.
That's later into season 1.
Oh.
I mean, they somewhat talk about it.
Maybe it's just setting up the rest of the season.
Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of season 1 of this show, so I don't really know. Wyatt, did you find the Malcolm in the Middle pilot plot interesting?
Did I find the Malcolm in the Middle plot interesting?
Yeah.
No, because I wasn't paying much attention to it. It kind of felt like things were thrown at the character, like he's conveniently too smart, then he conveniently gets to outdo the bully, which you only get to see beat up someone one time, not like a few times.
Yeah.
The handicapped kid knew to work with him right away on making him look like an asshole by hitting a crippled kid or whatever. I'll just say it. I'm sorry in advance. Everything just kind of worked out, but at the same time, it's like supposed to. I guess I don't know, but it still is kind of odd that.
Actually, that doesn't happen a lot in this show. In the rest of the series, a lot of times the episodes end where things don't work out.
And that's what I actually liked about this show, because I saw other episodes, and usually it just ends with the protagonist in a shitty situation.
Yeah, exactly. But this is the pilot, and they don't do that here, so it doesn't count towards it.
Yeah, true. For me, I feel like what Condor said, it did a good job on introducing how the show's going to be presented, the characters are going to be presented, and how things are going to go moving forward. Like, you could just tell based on this alone that the handicapped kid and Malcolm are going to become like good friends. That start off when they don't like each other. It's just something that they do for TV.
Yeah.
So you feel like that you've seen the characters grow and progress. It's something, but I wouldn't say it was engaging enough to keep my attention. But yet again, it's really hard to keep my attention because ADD. So
alright, yeah.
If it has to be really intriguing to keep me going, but it's supposed to do its job, and it did a good job.
I found the plot not interesting, I guess. I would just say, like, the plot was there, but it was really just, it felt like the plot was only there to introduce the characters for this one. Whereas some of these, I don't feel like
We're all saying the same thing.
I mean, some of these pilots, I don't think it was just there to introduce the characters. I don't feel like King of the Hill, I felt like had its own
What do you mean?
strong
Problem Solvers did a great job on that.
No, I don't even know what the fuck the characters are from Problem Solvers. Okay, Adventure Time introduced characters. Family Guy, I feel like didn't, but it was something else.
Family Guy, I'll argue
also.
Family Guy with you.
Okay.
Family Guy did a really good. Actually, Family Guy's pilot did a good job introducing what roles each character is gonna play.
Yeah, forever basically. But,
yeah.
Okay.
So it did its job.
Yeah, but I think this, at least
Adventure
Malcolm
Time?
in the Middle sets up that the characters can somewhat change throughout time, even though it was a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Same with King of the Hill, but King of the Hill's pilot was also very good.
Pilot good. I don't know what you're talking about. It's very
Yeah,
good.
it was pretty good. All right. Anyways, did you feel like the show captured your attention, Condor?
Honestly, meh.
Fair
Like
enough.
I already mentioned that, like I'm not like a huge fan of the show. If it's on TV, I'll watch it. I don't want to like.
That makes sense. Wyatt, did you feel like this show captured your attention?
Not enough. And I feel like it probably didn't do that for a lot of other people. Because at the end, Malcolm literally tells you, "This is the moral of the story," and it recaps the story for you. So
Yeah, but
I
it
feel
had
like
a
they
funny
even knew-
it had a funny punchline at the end.
No, I know why it was there. I know there's a punchline. I'm just saying for the fact they have to do that, it's just, well, maybe people won't pay too much attention and are just looking for jokes because they think it's a comedy. So,
Well, it is a
yeah,
comedy.
no. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's you're gonna look for jokes because it's a comedy.
Yeah.
They're not gonna pay attention much to a plot or look for something that's heartwarming. So, in the general scheme of things, it didn't capture my interest, and I don't think it probably captured a lot of people's interest, though it probably did because that show has like a cult following.
A huge one. But that's not because of the pilots. It's because of other reasons.
I would really argue if it's for the pilot, but
yeah, it's not.
that besides that, again, I wouldn't say so. So I'm done with this question.
Yeah, I would say this pilot did capture my attention, but not like a whole lot. It was especially that beginning scene captured my attention, but then after that, when they're going to school and whatever, it was kind of like especially when he was doing the painting, freaking red paint got on his butt or whatever. Like
That was funny. He had his period in class.
yeah, I mean that didn't really capture my attention, but the beginning definitely did.
He should have.
And the end did, and I
liked
did.
when it began, and I liked when it was over.
Yes, I did enjoy this, and I did find that it somewhat captured my attention. Now, there's certain parts where I was like, this is going on too long. Again, like the painting in the classroom, the part where they were outside fighting. I didn't really care too much about that. But yeah, it did capture my attention overall, I think. If we had infinite time, would we watch more of this, Condor? This could be
No,
a
I would
one-word.
not.
Okay. Wyatt.
I can't say I would.
Understandable. I would actually watch more of this, and I have watched more of this. I'm gonna give the same cop-out answer that we gave for probably King of the Hill. I would watch certain episodes of the show, maybe not watch the whole thing, because there's like 10, there's like 10 seasons again of this show, or something like that.
I would watch your best stuff.
Or yeah, exactly. I would watch the best episodes, and I probably already have watched the best episodes. I used to watch this all the time, like when it was on syndication on TV. Just the episodes were out of order probably, but you know, it was very entertaining. A lot of the episodes I've seen. There's some really funny bits on the show, and for that reason, maybe I would watch the whole thing. If we were an executive producer, would we buy the show, Condor?
Okay, well, that's a loaded question because, like, if it was now and someone pitched it to me, no. For the year 2000, yes, I would. Of course, I would be 1 year old in year 2000, but whatever.
Wyatt,
would buy. I
Would
won't
you-
buy.
I want the more Malcolm in Middle.
Wyatt, would you buy this show if you were an executive producer in the year 1998 or something, when it was probably?
I would have not been born in 1998.
Okay, but
Actually, you know what? I take that
would've.
back. I would have been born in 1998. I was born in sometime in the 80s, if I recall. And
Gosh.
honestly, we had the. Shut up. What do you mean? Biggs really tried to sell me on to Malcolm in the Middle. out though. I can't say I was into it because we were slinging dope and I was too focused on that. All right. I won't do that bit here. Okay. Serious answer. If we're going literal, I wouldn't have been able to buy it because I was a 1-year-old. But if someone pitched me the show in a Screen Rant pitch meeting style,
So you're a 40-year-old
then-
executive producer during that time.
yeah, hell yeah, I would. I would buy that show, churn out some merchandise, make some money, and then do a lot of reboots and sequels and turn it into a cinematic universe. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
And then I make money, everyone makes money, and everyone's happy.
Yeah, I think
Then we
this-
could do a thing like 30 years from now where Malcolm, he's older, he outlived his whole family, and he hands the torch to another family. And the kid happens to be named Malcolm 2. And then we set up the whole show.
my God.
It's called Malcolm 2 in the middle.
Okay, I would definitely buy this 100%. It was definitely good enough where I think the masses would really enjoy this into the year 2000.
Yeah,
What's
Malcolm
our
2 in the
opinion
middle.
of the theme song, Condor? Because you guys love this question.
Jesus Christ.
There wasn't, was there?
There
Yeah,
was,
there was
a
a
theme
theme
song.
song.
You want me to play it?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now.
I mean that pretty much answers the question. I don't even remember it.
That's the theme song. Okay.
Do
Well,
I like the
It's
the
pretty
theme
memorable, I think.
Well, I
Even
mean,
though it
I
wasn't for
I
you.
just answered the question because I said I didn't even remember there was a theme song.
Okay. Wyatt,
song? I didn't know how to answer the question.
do you enjoy
Are we
the theme
rating
song?
it based on
Not
how it
rating
works
it.
with the show?
Sure.
Yeah. It had the show's unique difference for the year 2000 because there's a whole bunch of sitcoms being churned out by Hollywood, and this was just a different style. And it's like, you know what? We're not, our style does not conform, though. Ironically, it does eventually, but for the
Eventually.
time it was different. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Usually that's what happens to people who say they're against the machine. They become it. So it's really hard to, I won't go into that, but the whole point is, yeah, it works.
Yeah, I think the theme song also worked.
The theme song.
and I did enjoy it, even though it's somewhat annoying. It's definitely not the best theme song out there.
It is so pretentious.
It's not. I mean, yeah, it works with the themes of the shows, and that's about it. The title sequence itself was pretentious. I don't know about the theme song, Wyatt.
Both are pretty pretentious to me.
Pretentious to describe a sitcom from the late 90s.
Okay.
It's the year 2000.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, late 90s.
The year 2000. What?
Hey man, rankings are just arbitrary and reductive.
Where are we going to rank this pilot
rank it down a little bitch.
of Malcolm in the Middle?
Show.
I think we're gonna
Honestly,
get different spread of answers here.
I'm gonna say decent.
Okay,
Me too.
I would say good,
It's a decent.
but I
Okay, you know what? Argue your point. Argue your point.
All right. The beautiful camera angles in the show. If you like that type of thing, if you like cinematography, the show is amazing. Other than some of the fisheyes, which were kind of weird. Other than that, like, there is some really nice camera work in the show, and I think it needs to be appreciated. It was funny. I think there's a lot of really great jokes in this pilot. I thought that just that beginning bit was just hilarious. Honestly, she was shaving his fucking whole body, and he looked like an ape.
Where he was shaving the dick and balls and the taint.
Dick and balls.
That was funny.
We don't know. Maybe he had a chastity on. But yeah,
What's that, Dad?
Now
My chastity.
here's the downside. The acting was not the greatest in this pilot.
That was still a good show, huh?
Yeah, the whole stuff with the mom was funny. Like when she opens the door and her tits are hanging out.
I
mean,
think that
The term tits hanging out.
you see, no, that's one thing I didn't like about the show.
Okay.
Because
You didn't like her boobs were out?
Yeah, I like
dude,
that. Come on.
like that's the school counselor. If she were to see the kids fighting and then the mom just walking around without a shirt on, that's grounds to take the kids away.
Okay, this isn't
Not
King of the
necessarily, they're
King of the
family.
Hill pilot, okay?
Shut up. We're making
Dude,
it-
they're a family.
we're making it-
Yeah.
They can do whatever the hell they
Yeah,
want.
they can do whatever they want. Come on. This
The
isn't
two-
California.
The two guys are complaining that you don't like a woman without her shirt on.
You guys want it decent still?
Yeah.
Decent is in the fact that the acting is bad. I can use that in my leverage. I think that them having to explain the morals isn't necessarily a good thing. I personally think that you can get lost. Kind of that Family Guy thing where it's joke after joke. Sometimes, like them going to school didn't have to be in the episode.
Yeah.
Him going to a gifted school didn't need to be there. It just felt like set up. That's what a pilot does for a sitcom, set things up, but there's no payoff for the episode in itself.
Yeah.
And
There's some
it just
pilots
does not
that do have
feel, like I know Breaking Bad has that, but that's against my point. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's a decent show in the fact that it does what it's supposed to do, but I wouldn't say it's good because it doesn't do anything for the episode itself. It only sets things up for the future, not, if someone's watching this pilot and they just look at it, they don't just go, okay, I'm gonna tune in because this one ended really good. Like, for me, when writing something, I want to sell the idea of something in the pilot, and maybe they had a lot of episodes already greenlit, but I think the idea is, okay, this is what the quintessential Malcolm in the Middle experience is, and maybe it is to some people, but for me, it's like there's better episodes. So
yeah,
it did a horrible job. Even though I'm not a Rick and Morty guy, but even Rick and Morty's pilot does a good job of saying this is what Rick and Morty basically is.
That is on the list, though. We might get it next
and
time.
I will talk more about that if we ever get there. But I think it does a good job establishing who the characters are and how the show will be laid out. And though it's a little different, I would still say it does its job. And this doesn't necessarily do that for me for the episode.
Wyatt, you definitely convinced me. I'm gonna put it indecent too. Malcolm in the Middle is indecent. Not indecent, but it is in the decent category. It's the first one indecent. It is also indecent a little bit, but we're gonna go and spin the wheel. Waluigi, let's spin the wheel.
Wow!
Wait.
Spin.
Oh!
Seafy.
That's the good one, baby. Now this is a
Alright,
stacked wheel.
Mandalorian.
Alright, we got Sliders, Twilight Zone. Even though it's old, it's still good. The X-Files, Star Trek, the original series, Firefly, Mandalorian, Fringe, Stargate, Battle Galactica, Alias, Bone. Dude, this is a stacked wheel, okay, guys? We're gonna get something good, hopefully. And not Star Trek, the original series. Sorry to you freaking fans of that show.
Sorry, Mike Sequasa.
Star Trek, damn it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes!
Okay.
Old school. This is probably the oldest show we have on the actual thing.
Fuck yeah.
But
I can't wait.
Is that technically sci-fi?
Yes, it is 100%
Yes, it's
sci-fi.
sci-fi. We're not arguing the semantics. It is sci-fi.
Yeah.
I'm happy we got this show.
Twilight
I'm actually
Zone.
excited for this one.
Yeah. It's old, but it's pretty good. I have to say. I haven't seen the pilot, but I've seen other episodes. And yeah. We'll get into that on the next episode. When we watch Twilight Zone.
We should put the Royal Rumble,
Royal Rumble in sci-fi.
No, it's in reality TV. Alright, guys. See you next time.
Royal Rumble should be on kids' cartoons.
We're gonna go to the outtakes, guys. Welcome to the outtakes, you little bitch. This episode, we're gonna be watching Malcolm in the Middle. Malcolm in the Middle. They convinced me to spell it wrong on the last episode, so anyway.
I like whenever it's this fucking slide, you conveniently have the picture in the place where it should be.
He has it there every time.
Yeah.
No, for the last one, he had it all the way down there. This should not exist. And then when Michelangelo's cock showed up, he scrolled it up to cover it.